Your Royal Majesty, Otumfuo Osei Tutu, the second King of the Asante Kingdom, our chiefs and elders, our Queen Mothers, members of Parliament, ministers of state present, political party representatives, citizens of Asantehene, all Ghanaians assembled here. I want to wish you a happy Akwasidae. Nana, yenim se Akwasidae a yedi eno enedikan ewo afefoforo a yewremu yi enti mesrɛ sɛ ɛho hyira ɛma Otumfuo nyɛ kɛse na Asantehene nso nyɛ kɛse na yenya nkɔsoɔ. This Akwasidae being the first for the year is also the first after the momentous inauguration ceremony that was held at the Black Star Square recently that saw power transferred smoothly from one outgoing political party to another. It is not by accident that this inaugural ceremony was very well attended by Ghanaians of all walks of life and also by many heads of states from across Africa and other parts of the world, and also heads of international diplomatic missions. This smooth transfer of power from the MPP administration to the new NDC administration was acclaimed by the whole world, and it has cemented the credentials of our dear nation Ghana as the beacon and model of democracy, not only in Africa but in the rest of the world. We must be proud as a nation of the acclaim that we have received, and we must work arduously to defend the peace and progress of our nation. Our democracy might not be perfect, but I believe that in the last 32 years, we have proved to the world that we are willing to work to create a perfect democracy for our country. Your Royal Majesty, our nation, Ghana, is facing a dire economic crisis. While this is not the first time that we have been in such a crisis, this particular crisis, characterized by a high rate of inflation, macroeconomic instability, a depreciating currency, and above all, a debt default which has shut us out of the international credit market, is a more daunting challenge than we have ever experienced in our history. Your Royal Majesty, as President between 2013 and 2017, we faced macroeconomic instability. And I remember that at the time, some of the times we had obstacles in our way of bringing stability to our economy and restoring economic growth. I had the privilege of calling on you to use your influence and diplomacy to smoothen the path so that it could open up the path towards prosperity and progress. And at the time, anytime I called on you, you did not hesitate. And I wish to thank you for the cooperation that I enjoyed with you at that time, and to publicly acclaim and acknowledge that some of the economic progress that we achieved in that period was due to the work that you did. Your Royal Majesty, as we have inherited a difficult economic situation, I'll be calling on you again from time to time. And I know that when I call on you, you will not hesitate, so that we can work together to put our nation Ghana back on its feet. Your Royal Majesty, when I was president, you and I worked on several projects here, not only in Kumasi, but in your kingdom, Asantehene. I remember we worked together on the KJTR market. We worked together on the Kumasi International Airport. We worked together to build many schools, which we call the E-blocks, in several areas of your kingdom. We worked together to expand access to health care by building hospitals, some of which we did not complete. We worked together to improve the road network in the whole of the Ashanti region using the Cocoa Roads program. We also extended electricity to many communities in Asantehene and also provided clean drinking water for many communities. Your Royal Majesty, lately I have heard you complain about the lack of development in the Ashanti region, and rightly so, because as you have said, Ashanti region is the second most populous region in the whole of Ghana, and Kumasi is the second largest city. And as you rightly noted, in every country, the second largest city is equipped and developed almost as close as the first city, because in the event of crisis or invasion or war, government must be able to retreat to another city where it can function in order to safeguard the country. And so I agree with you. That the development of Kumasi as the second largest city is something that we must take seriously. And I pledge that I'm going to work with you so that we can achieve this. There are many projects that have been left uncompleted. The Sewa Hospital is not operational because there's no electricity, there's no water, and the road to the hospital has not been constructed. I wish to assure you that we will tackle it immediately. And make sure that we can open the doors of that hospital so that it will ease the pressure on Okomfo-Anokye. We need to move some of the patients from Okomfo-Anokye to Sewa so that we can empty the infrastructure in Okomfo-Anokye and do the renovations that are necessary. It is difficult to do the renovations of Okomfo-Anokye when the hospital is working at full capacity. And so, Nana, I assure you that we will work together on that. During my administration, we decided that there was the need for a second military hospital. The importance of military hospitals is that they are emergency hospitals that provide health care at all times to the public. And so there are cases where we have had misunderstandings with our doctors and nurses when there has been a strike and the public hospitals are closed. The military hospitals always remain open as emergency hospitals. And that is why we decided to build the second military hospital here in Asantehene in Afari. It was in an advanced stage of completion, but unfortunately it has been abandoned, and for 8 years now it has not been completed. I assure you we're going to accelerate work on the second military hospital in Afari and open its doors so that it can serve the people of Asantehene. Your Royal Majesty, I want to take this opportunity to thank the people of Ghana for the confidence reposed in me and the NDC in electing us to government. I know that your expectations are very high, and I know that the challenge that we face are very daunting, but I can assure you that we will do our best and will work our hardest to be able to overcome these challenges and make Ghana a better place for our children and our grandchildren. Your Royal Majesty, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to use this opportunity to thank Asantehene. Many might not consider this the stronghold of my party, but in this election, I believe that the confidence and the votes that Ashanti region gave us contributed to the overwhelming victory that I scored. And so I can assure you that you can count on me, and that when we are sharing the national cake, I'll make sure that Ashanti region gets its fair share. Your Royal Majesty, on this occasion, I wish you good health. I wish you long life. I wish your kingdom, Asante Kingdom, progress, and may the good Lord continue to bless our homeland Ghana and make it great and strong. Thank you very much. God bless you.
The President